Good evening again. I'm still in South Texas outside of Big Bend National Park. Not the state park, the national park. National park's over that way. All the campsites were full, so we're staying here at Stillwell. I've stayed here before at this campground before. In fact, this very same spot. Waiting for the guys to show up. Anyway, and the bugs are bad for some reason right here. But anyway, I'll tell you what, man, they're just eating me up. I'm trying to. Anyway, I'm here about T.W. Samuels. And T.W. Samuels, this is the Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. I'll do it again just so you guys can see it a little better. I kind of put some distance out so you guys can hopefully see the mountains in the background. I might be taking up too much camera space. Don't know. A lot of beautiful mountains this part of Texas. This is a Bardstown, Kentucky. Bardstown, Nelson County, Kentucky distillery. T.W. Samuels, 40% alcohol by volume. It's got the clever little Kentucky bourbon is our business. Established in 1844, which is, I don't know. That's maybe when the name was established. T.W. Samuels, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, bottled by T.W. Samuels Distillery, Bardstown, Nelson County, Kentucky. Same thing on that little red sticker there that's on there. This is fully matured at 36 months, so this is not 4 year. It has the age statement on it. And the bugs are outstandingly nuts right now. They are really liking my flavor tonight. There's one on my ear. I can feel it. Get. Anyway, this is a liter bottle. This is one you can buy for generally $10 or less most places. They do make a blended bourbon whiskey. Oh my Lord, really? And the blended bourbon, I have a bottle of that too, and I thought I'd do a comparison, but I think what I'll do is a comparison. There's all kinds of weird things going on. The truck made some noises. Anyway. I thought I'd do a comparison between the two, but I really don't think that's going to be appropriate right now because I didn't bring it, obviously. But I kind of wanted to do a review, and this is a good one to do a review on. And I wish these damn things would leave me alone. That one about went in my ear hole. Tell you what, it gives you all the bourbon notes right off the top. Vanilla and caramel and cherry. Get cherry with this one. A little more intense than I expect for 40%. Oh, and it is fairly dark color. I mean, it's a good amber plus 2 or 3. I mean, it's a medium dark amber probably. It's not totally on the dark side of things, but it's pretty doggone close. I mean, you can see for yourself even as the sun's going down. This is still pretty dark for what it is. And it's got a good clean coating to the glass. Again, those three flavors kind of dominate. There's a touch of oak in there, but very distant. Vanilla, caramel, cherry, and oak. And a fly in my ear. Okay. Let's get on to the tasting. Flies don't like the bourbon here, at least. Pretty spicy, actually. The caramel is really not so intense on the palate. The vanilla's there. The cherry is there. Little wood note. A touch of cinnamon. Just a little. Cinnamon hits right at the back part of the palate. It's not really up front. Right initially, you get a little bit of just a little touch of heat right off the bat. As that heat fades, it turns into cinnamon. And cinnamon lasts throughout the palate. It goes very well with it. The only knock against this is it has a watered down feel to it. You can actually feel the lightness in it. There's not an intenseness to it. There's an intenseness up front from sort of that intense little bit of heat it gives you right off the bat, but it's not an intenseness from an overwhelming amount of alcohol content like you would get with the cask strength. Nothing like that. But the flavors are muted. They're there. They're all there. It's finished now. I mean, you got a medium, short to medium length finish. It finishes just a little bit longer than I expected, to tell you the truth, for 40%. But still got that watery note to it. But there's no awkward flavors. No awkward flavors. I'm trying to think. It's like you took a 45-50% bourbon, kind of almost, maybe not, but kind of almost like fighting cock. It reminds me sort of that. And you took that and you dialed the dial down to 40%. That's what you're getting. Remarkably, that's what you're getting. Score. Actually, this is drinkable. This is actually, I want to tell you, I've only had that much of it. And every time I have it, I can't go away saying, it's just another 40% 3-year-old bourbon. This one has a little bit more going for it than your average one. I'm actually going to have to give it an 81 out of 100, actually. And let me tell you, the 81's at the high end. I can't give it more than an 81. In fact, I probably should give it a little less, but I'm going to stick with my 81 for my palate. And the only reason I can't go any higher than 81 is because of the wateriness of it. Now, what I think is watery, other people will probably look at and go, wow, that's just right on, spot on. But I can note in my palate the lightness of the flavors that I expect to be there, that should be there more boldly. And I take note of that really easily in this one. So I'm going to give it an 81 because actually it reminds me a lot of sort of a fighting cock. Not quite, but I mean, it's coming real close to reminding me of that. It's just like a watered down fighting cock almost. I'm telling you, it's pretty remarkable. I better get off here for it till it gets dark and you can't see nothing. So remember, the spirit in your glass ain't running from you. Take your time, sip, enjoy it, and you'll be better for it. And the beautiful scenery here. The sun's going down. I want to finish this, maybe even pour me a couple more. Waiting for the guys to get here. So everyone have a very wonderful evening.